Hello everyone, I hope you are all well and safe during these days. My name is Marko. I am 42 years old. I have been living with IBD for more than 25 years now. I have Crohn's disease since 1994. Now, I think that most of you know me as a member, as a treasurer of the EFCCA board. I have been on the board for 4 years now. And in the position of the treasurer, I worked on together with the rest of our board on some fundraising as well as diversifying funds for the organization so that we can have more funding from different sources, including the European funds and the existing public funds, in addition to the grants that we traditionally receive from the industry. I think that for us, for our organization, the advocacy is at the core of the priorities and the activities that we do. I think that one of the most important activities in this regard for me was the participation in the ECHO process of developing new guidance or guidelines for standards of care for IBD. It was called the GRADE workshop methodology. During 2019, we spent the whole year, four of us, together with medical professionals, doctors, and statisticians, organized by ECHO. And I think during this process, we have advocated for the inclusion of patient associations as providers of care and assistance to people who live with IBD, and I think this was recognized in the guidelines that were developed back then. This cooperation with ECHO has continued also in 2020, since some of our members now participate in the development of other guidelines, and this cooperation has been going on for at least 4 years now. Another, I think, important event for me was the health data workshop that was held earlier this year at the ECHO Congress, and I think that EFCCA, together with its member associations, is really at the forefront of this issue to raise awareness and advocate for better ownership or full ownership of patients as regards the data that is being generated and produced. I come from a very small association, and I think that we are stronger when we are together. So I think networking is really an area in which we continue to grow and to strengthen our capacities. We have cooperated, I think, very well and very intensely with the medical societies, including ECHO. We worked closely with individual associations over the previous years, but I also think that we need to work more on bringing together or increasing the cooperation between individual associations so that they can benefit from each other. This is already happening, but I think we can work to further improve that so that the associations can rely more and more on each other because we are part of the same problem solving. And maybe as a last point, on a very personal note, I think that IBD makes us vulnerable very often. And in that regards, I believe that we need to work intensively and continuously on strengthening our skills, our capacities, our knowledge, to our practice, and maybe even our everyday life to deal or to cope with the challenges that IBD is posing in mid or long term. And I would highlight one of the activities where I participated in the previous 2 years, and this is EFCCA Academy. I think this was the pilot in 2018 when it started. We are now seeing the second generation being prepared for 2020. but this is really a flagship project for EFCA, since it consolidates, it brings the knowledge that we have produced in different places and provides a very comprehensive curriculum that can then help strengthen the knowledge and the skills of individual IBD fighters or people who live with IBD, which they then can roll out and raise awareness about IBD among their communities in contact with their counterparts. So I think in conclusion, I have been the participation in the EFCA board so far has been challenging in some ways. It has also been a lot of reward, and I would like to continue to pursue the achievement of these strategic objectives, and I hope you will support me. So thank you.